Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. We start with a good matchup in the NFC. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. And this is a touchdown. The Falcons are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. From there, let's move on to another compelling early season matchup. And it's Caleb Williams. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Bears get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. One more to bring you now. Let's go to Vegas, shall we? The Raiders hosting the LA Chargers. And here is Ladd McConkey. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. It's a 59-yard touchdown. The Chargers find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports.
The spirit of linebacker Sam Mills lives on in 2 words, and the sounding of the drum reminds every Panther to keep pounding as they get ready for a fight here at Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium. Today, 2 NFC South teams set to tangle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. On one sideline, look at the head coach of the visiting Falcons. His guys 2-0 to begin the season with both of those victories coming at home. On the other sideline, head coach of the Panthers, Dave Canales. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Brandon Aubrey has the ball teed up. Kate Scott and Brock Heward up in the booth for this one. And we're underway here in North Carolina. Trevor Etienne to return this. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the first player picked in the 2023 NFL Draft from Alabama. It's Bryce Young.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Ready?
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackled there by James Pierce. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Set, ready. Hut.
Tight end going in motion here.
Ready.
And going play action. Young. Cuts. This is Xavier Leggett. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Check one.
Young on the play action. That throw behind his intended target. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So second down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Quick, Yellow.
Hubbard quick on the draw. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Falcons drive it in, and they're going to bring him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Dude, all the data lately has taught us really clearly, sacks, negative yardage plays, they not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
So on fourth down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes. As long as they get the win in the end.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Ready. Crack all 80. 19 Tigers. Go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that. That was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
There's one that's about 4, but he's still well shy of that marker. It's 4th down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Carolina offense out ready to go for their second drive. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Black one.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Ready, go. Black 40. Hut.
Young to throw it. Let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he's brought down at the line. Well, while we focus on the games, you and I both know this. Sports Talk Radio, yeah, they have not been shy about discussing all the places that he could go as a free agent. But now, time to find a new story. That's all in the past with this new deal.
Yeah, those folks in sports talk, they just love to chatter and talk. But, well, this guy was going to walk it here, and both sides get the deal done.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he goes. 3rd and long. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Brian Wright on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. Before they bring him down on the return. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the second time. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already, this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. They've got first down from the 31.
Get it! 70 Timberwolves.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He's hanging on to this one on the second down option. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after two straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
19-18.
Third and long for him here. Fights off the pressure. Caught, nice gain left side. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
First and 10, a run to Robinson. Rolling into enemy territory. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, ready?
First and 10, he keeps it on the option. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Go! 70 Lions.
Second down carry for Algier. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
It's a dime look defensively from the Panthers. Third down coming.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 6.
Pass play now. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. Force a fourth down.
Okay, break.
Looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Back. Crack all 80. Go.
Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. Gets this one to London. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
Come on. Hey. Cowboy 8.
Edwards crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead in the 1st quarter. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is ETN. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first 2 possessions. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Let's go now.
Play action now, Young. Throw left side, complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
It's complete. Sanders has got it out right. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Going to throw here on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry.
Set, hut.
Putting one of the tight ends in motion right.
Hut.
1st and 10, it's Hubbard. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Let's go. 50. Hut.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Falcons bringing out an extra defensive back for 3rd down.
Down.
Tight end in motion left. Young from the gun on 3rd. Got his man. This is McMillan. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
60 red.
Young on 1st and 10. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. At the 20. And he brings it back touchdown.
Kate, I know you feel the same questions I do from people as, well, do you ever have a rooting interest in the game, or is it hard to not root for your home team or anything like that? No, the only thing we root for, to be honest, is a close game. And right now, with this kind of start, it doesn't feel like we're going to have one.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. On the return, this is Etienne. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And despite the fate of their last snap, Brock, the lead still theirs. That pick six should have been the wake-up call they need to refocus here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut.
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They are on again with Hubbard. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Our score, 14-0. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Here's Young to throw. Throw is caught. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1st down, ball at the 36.
Set. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Ready. Ready. Set.
Young working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And they get this down the 12-yard line before being stopped. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they face 2nd down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Come on. Set.
Sticking in the air, it's Young. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 4th and long. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to attempt this field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Fitzgerald sends this through. And they'll get him back to 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, right?
Pass play on 1st and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It's going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Here we go, Scott. Hot 70, hot.
To the right side and reeled in by London. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Down. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Opposite, green.
Here's a give to Hubbard. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Okay.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Yellow, 40.
Out of the gun, Young. Short pass brought in. This one's going to wind up less than a yard from that 1st down marker. Brock Play gets it up to the 43.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Young's going to sneak it. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
So many options on 3rd and 1. That playbook wide open. And when you call a QB sneak, the last thing you want is to see that play go backwards.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. They'll run for it, Hubbard. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the 1st.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
95.
Counterplay, Hubbard. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most at 2nd down.
You know, the defenses in the league today, they have to be so reactive. They have to be so twitchy. But this was a good job by that front. Yeah, they reacted initially, but then they showed the burst, the quickness of pursuit defensively to limit that counter gain to less than 5.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give them about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd down from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
And they're facing a long field ahead of them as that kick skips out near the 11. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd down now. They need 7. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Gets everything he has under this one. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away.
In punt formation.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard
Ready,
line.
ready.
Hubbard again. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a gain of 8.
Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Young throwing here. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 4.
14. Panthers 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Now here come the Falcons on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
It's an option right that begins this drive. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
It's 2nd and
On the jump.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
19, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready.
They're going to try and throw it here. Has it in close. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
And the Falcons, first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Falcons, first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, okay? Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10, looking to throw. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Falcons will have a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swinging. So that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Here he goes, third and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. Aubrey puts it through and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would love the touchdown more.
This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Panthers and Xavier Legans with the football once again. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Running back sent in motion. Here's Young on first and 10. Connects with Johnson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Sending the tight end in motion left. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Panthers with some work to do, trailing in this game. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Shotgun snap now to Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
Young looking to throw. It's caught right side by Johnson. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
Going to throw here on 3rd. complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. They're set up at the 35 now.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
38, chop, 17, 22 middle.
They send him left out of the slot. First down, Young. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. Sticking to the air, it's Young. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Young again. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
On the set.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 10 black.
Again, it's Young. That pass complete to McMillan. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal coming up.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
At the 6-yard line.
To the air yet again. Young. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options.
That ball is out. Young lost it. But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it. Panthers calling on Ryan Fitzgerald here to this field goal. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Fitzgerald sends this through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off of a touchdown, that's the second best thing you could do. You could take all the time down, the points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
One last play before the break.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. He's going to push one deep down the right. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. It's only week 3 on the schedule, but
Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
To kick off for Carolina.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Falcons take over.
Out comes the Atlanta offense for the debut possession of the second half. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Pat the 60, Pat, go.
Beginning on the ground with Algier. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Hawk 70, 19 Tiger, Cowboy 80.
On it with Robinson from the pistol. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Pat, 19, 18.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Carolina offense headed out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well.
Here we go. Here we go. 45.
It's Young. The throw here on 1st. And set up the screen. It's Hubbard. Gets up the edge to the 35. Down the sideline inside the 40. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Panthers push their lead to 3.
Falcons 17.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
Kickoff for Carolina.
Return coming from the 6. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Back to throw on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Still at the 30 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Sandy Ryan.
He's going to throw it. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Okay, when a team spends a premium pick on the DB, in my opinion, you've got to be able to take the ball away. So many guys can run really fast, cover really well, but the difference makers find a way to create those interceptions.
The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
From the pistol, it's Young. And he can't escape. He goes down. A flag, though, down with him. Let's see, did somebody hold up front, or is this marker going to wipe away that great sack?
Automatic 1st down.
Opposite.
They
Green.
got 1st down from the 31.
Come on. Set. Hut.
They'll run here following the penalty. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Christian Harris on the stop.
Christian Harris on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Set. Ready.
Out of the gun, Young. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Right. 43 rail.
Young working from the gun. He's got it over the middle. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. That's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Looking to throw here. Another one here to London. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Now that. Pass all 80. Ready.
Back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Still sticking with the passing game. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Sticking to the air here. Hits him on the end route. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. A tackle made at the 47.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
This is caught downfield by Hollins. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons cut it to a field goal game.
Falcons 24.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Johnson with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Panthers and Xavier Legette with the football once again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Trying to get outside with Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap now to Young. Has Has him on the quick hitter. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Black.
Young to throw here on third. Trying for the deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 9-point advantage. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers make it a 10-point ball game. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Falcons are ready for their next possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Drive starts with an option, right side. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yard to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Throwing on second. And this one is launched downfield. And he makes the, wait, no, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. They got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
From the gun on third down. That one going to go against the D.
That's interference. Defense.
So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a 4th down, it's back to first. So the drive continues after that pass interference call. We've got 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
18 Cardinals.
He keeps this one himself. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
18.
Throw here, third down. He's got it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Come on. 18 Cardinal.
Here's a throw. That one's incomplete over the middle. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
You're not. 19 Tiger.
He'll look to throw. Man downfield, and he finds London. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A nice